everyone, this is Lofabre and welcome to my tutorial on economy and behemoths. I made this one because I've seen some doubts and questions into Games Together platform, so I'll try to make something that will help you. I hope you enjoy it. Here we will start looking at the tech tree. We will have to move a bit, not like the one about terraformation. Here the texts are dispersed. The economic behemoths are very useful. The first thing you have to do is unlock behemoths. I won't go into this because there's a very good tutorial made by Pangolin Advisor. And to unlock the modules related to economy, when you reach stage 2 of Empire and Development Quadrant, you'll unlock these three for free. They are the most basic ones: the Stellar Analytics, Grants Bureau, and Mining Prof Start. They will allow you the most basic version of the models we will treat here. Next, the other ones are in Science and Exploration 3. We will find here behemoths analyzers, two kind more of models. Basic node analyzer, which will grant you some dust, science and influence per turn from special nodes. The advanced version, advanced node analyzer, that will grant you some strategics every turn plus 25% of the node effect. And here you'll find both stage 2 and 3. In stage 2 we also have a Stellar Node Study 1, the upgraded version of the basic, that will grant you science plus a discount depending on the node. Here in stage 4 there's the most advanced version of the Stellar Node Study that grants more science and best discounts. Now let's go to economy and trade, and here we'll have behemoth exploration and exploration 2. Here you will unlock fast miners and deep miners. In stage 2 and stage 3, fast graded versions of fast and deep miners and the core miner module. We'll go one by one later. Here I just want to show you two more texts. This one, mission flexibility, that unlocks the advanced version of Grants Bureau, Regional Government Bureau, that will give you feeds for turn, a flat amount plus a percentage amount. And this one, an asset behemoth, that will grant you more modules for more slots for super modules for behemoth, which is very useful. And here in Science and Exploration, this is this one, behemoth generators, that will grant you more movement points to your behemoths, which may be or not useful depending on what you are doing. Let's go to military screen and I'll show you how to create this one. It's easier. Just go to behemoth hall, super modules. Here we can see the advanced versions: miners, fast miner, core miner, deep miner. Here the Regional Government Bureau, and the ones for node analysis. For node analyzers and node study, there are two kinds. Here this is this one with the beaker, that will grant you science plus a discount. Here you can read in the tooltip, depending on the kind of node you are orbiting, you'll get a discount on some quadrant. So look which quadrant you want discount, and if you are lucky and found the necessary node, you can go for it. If you don't find it, at least you got the science. And these ones with a galaxy or atom, I don't know what's exactly this. Node analyzers, the basic one that grants you some dust, science and influence for orbiting a special node, and the advanced that grants you some strategic resources. Strategic resources you get depends on the kind of nodule you are orbiting. Look here and just go for the kind of node you need. To place them, as always, drag and drop or double click. Let's go back and I show you the behemoths I created for this tutorial. Economic behemoth. This one appears just when you unlock behemoth, but I upgrade it according to my play. And here I put only Grand Regional Government Bureau modules, or Grants Bureau. As they stack their effects, you'll get best effects for putting more modules inside behemoth. Here there's an engine. This is only for tutorial purpose. It may be a mistake in a normal game, because this one doesn't move much. But just if you want to move from one system to another quickly, it may be useful to have an engine. Let's go for the next one. The next one is the scientific behemoth. Let's see. Here I stacked only modules with the beaker. Here you see the science I'll get and the discount. Have in mind this here too, the discounts stack and the science production stack. So more modules, more discount, more science. Here I put another engine. In this one has a bit more sense because the node you need may be far away. But as in the previous, depending on how far is the node and your playstyle, it may be a mistake, and it's better to put here another science module. The other I made is a special node behemoth, and here what I did, same comment for engine, is put two basic node analyzer and two advanced. So this one will grant here dust, science and influence each turn from two modules and some resources from two modules. Remember, the resource you get depends on the type of nodule you are orbiting, and just look what resource you need and look for the necessary node in the galaxy. Okay, here, okay, I told you about the engine. And the last one, the miner. Let's go. I put here assorted deep miners, common miners, fast miners, and an engine. This is not the optimal configuration for a normal game, but it will do for the tutorial. Okay, just to show you the difference from fast miners and deep miners. Fast miners has probes with very short life, but very short cooldown. Deep miners has probes with better life, but a larger cooldown. Here, look, that's a deposit value multiplier. It will give you 1.5 times the resource that normally will provide the deposit. This is the same for both upgraded versions. This one, Core Miner, for me is the best, but it has the downside that it requires adamantium. But if you are in possession of lots of adamantium, for me is the best option. It has the most durable probes, and the fact that it grants you 225% the resources of the deposit, which is very good. Here also I put an engine. This is the same as I commented you before, but for miners the engine may be a good option because in this case you will want to move that one around the map for mine, as we'll see later. And now let's go to Galaxy Bay and I'll show you one by one the effect of these behemoths. First, the economic one. You'll see the one with the Bureau modules. Here we look closer to the system. Don't look at the visual effect. We're playing Reborn here, and this is a singularity placed over the system. So with other faction there's no effect. The important icon is this one on the right of planet system name with a behemoth. If we zoom in, there's the bonus provided, plus 40 feet and plus 20% feet, which is consistent with 4 Bureau modules. To get them, this is a passive action. Just park the behemoth next to the system or on the system, put it on guard, to ensure the game don't remember you that you have an idle fleet every turn, and you'll get the bonus. Let's look into the system. Let's read this. And here, on the third line from up and on the 5th line from down, you can see either the percentage bonus to food and the flat bonus to food from the behemoth. Same for industry, same for DAS, same for science, and not bonus to influence. A good option if you need more fleets. Next, we'll see the scientific behemoth. It works the same, this one and the node. You'll get the bonus only for parking it, but instead of a system, you'll have to park it over a special node. In this case, I parked it over solar nebulas because they were the closest nodes I could reach for the tutorial. And here you can see the behemoth icon and the effects you are getting, plus 640 science and a discount of 12% on economy and trade technology. Remember what I told you before, the discounts, the quadrant, you get the discount depend on the type of special node you are orbiting. So look for what you want in the map or just catch what you want. Here, the special node behemoth, as I told you, just park here, put on guard to ensure you don't have a needle notification every turn. And here's the behemoth icon telling that you are receiving bonus from having this behemoth parked here. Here, it corresponds to the bonus from 2 basic node analyzers plus 2 advanced node analyzers, plus 100 science, 100 dust, and 40 influence are from the basic modules, and 2 titanium and 2 hyperium are from the advanced modules that will provide you strategics, just for parking the behemoth, which may be very useful if you are short in strategic. Now, let's see this one. This is the miner behemoth. This one, opposite to the others, has an active action. Here, launch a mining probe. You can click here and it will get you a closer vision, and you can launch probes. Or click on the system, and here, under the planets, you got the option to launch probes. If you want to launch these probes, you have in mind that you can only launch probes over uncolonized planets. It doesn't matter if it's your system, if it's another player's system, or whatever. It only works on uncolonized planets. If the planet is colonized either by you or by another player, it won't work. And let's go. Launch a probe. Launch a probe. And as you see, the probes are mining. There's a line under the resources which tells you that you are getting this from the probe. And here, look, there's titanium, 4.5, 4.5 hyperium, and also you are getting luxuries, which doesn't does the node analyzer. You get Jardonics 6.7 and Dark Glitter 4.5. If we zoom out, remember we put here a core miner and the deposit of Hyperium is 2, but as we have 225% bonus, we are getting 4.5 resources each turn. Here you can see the mining icons, this animation over the planets is telling you that there are probes here. And if we look closer again, I suspect the models stack somewhere because core miner with the best lifespan of a probe, it's 12 turns, but here it's 36, and I suspect this is because we stack various models. So have you put as many as you can. Another advantage of the miner is that if I move it away, you will be still receiving the resources because the probes didn't move. It doesn't happen with the node analyzers or economic behemoths or scientific because they have to be parked to get the bonus. So here are the strategies. You can just have miners moving around the galaxy and sending probes to systems with the resources and uncolonized planets, or you can park behemoths over special nodes to get the strategic you want. And that's the tutorial until here. I hope you enjoy it and it's useful for you. Remember, that's a guide on Steam and a thread on Games Together platform writing both versions of this tutorial, and leave the comments you want here. I'll post the links there. Well, I'll see you again, I hope.